This is Chris the Nightmare Riola, and you're watching Mr. Boxing Today on YouTube.
Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? So I was sitting back thinking about the WBC, Deontay Wilder, and mandatory position, all right? Now, we know Deontay Wilder he messed up his right hand, and he tore his bicep in the fight with Chris Arreola. The WBC has yet to come to a conclusion about this Alexander Povetkin situation. Every time the WBC comes out with a statement, only thing I keep hearing is we're going to have a conclusion in a week, 2 more weeks, 3 more days, by the end of this month, the middle of this month. So they haven't came to any type of conclusion yet, all right? Another thing with this Povetkin situation, if they do come to a conclusion, will they have Povetkin, let's say, fight Johan Duhaupas for like an interim spot? And Duhaupas does hold that WBC silver heavyweight title, which he won it when it was vacant. It was vacated by Povetkin, and he won it when he fought Robert Helenius. He knocked him out. Will they have that, something like that? Or will they have Povetkin fight Kurbat Pulev, who was also highly rated? Berman Stavern is also highly rated by the WBC, but he may have an opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua. What are they exactly going to do? And then another question is Deontay Wilder. Usually when guys coming off an injury, me as a fan, I don't mind if they have like a little in-between fight. I don't want to really call it stay busy, but like an in-between fight because they were injured and they just coming back and just to see where they're at. Usually I don't mind when they take those fights, but this is a real unique situation because all of us boxing fans, we want to see Deontay Wilder fight his mandatory. Now, some of you may say he was going to, but Povetkin messed it up, so on and so forth. Okay, cool. But my thing is, I want to see him fight his mandatory like in the ring, like him and whoever the mandatory is, they actually like fight in the ring. That's what I want to see take place. And this is a tough one, man, because like I said, usually when a guy's injured, I don't mind. But this is a situation where the whole boxing world wants to see Wilder fight, whether it's Povetkin or Pulev, whoever it is, fight the mandatory. And the heavyweight fans, we want to see an undisputed champion. So I want to see him take care of his mandatory so he can go ahead after that and try to fulfill being undisputed champion. He says it's something he wants to do. He was ready to fight Anthony Joshua by year's end. This is before the Arreola fight took place, but he wanted to fight Joshua by year's end to unify. So what do you guys think about this, man? I don't know if some of you guys even thought about it like that, that since Wilder's coming off an injury, do you think he may go another route and not fight his mandatory and have an in-between fight and then fight the mandatory? Or do you think he's going to go right into his mandatory fight? I think he'll go right into the mandatory fight. I really do. I think Wilder, I think he has a, he's fighting with a chip on his shoulder now. I think he has a lot to prove, and he's going out like that. Like he has a lot to prove, and there's still a lot to prove because he wants to be undisputed champion, man. So he has to win these other titles. But in order to do that, first, you have to take care of your mandatory. So that's why I really want him to fight whoever the mandatory is, just so it's out the way with, man, so then he can go ahead and do bigger and better things. But with that said, though, I just hope this hand injury isn't going to be something he's going to be battling his whole career. I know he already has a pin in his right hand, I believe, a pin or something in his hand, man, some type of pin or screw or something in his hand. So I hope it's not a consistent problem with him, because if you lose your hands, man, this is boxing. You need your hands. Those are the tools that make you the money. So what do you guys think about this, man? Do you think Wilder go right into whoever the mandatory is, or do you think him and his team might say, you know what, let's take another fight? But then I don't see Wilder wanting to get stripped, and maybe the WBC might try to use some scare tactics and say, if you do that, we're going to strip you. And in that case, I think Wilder will fight the mandatory because I don't believe he wants to get stripped of his title. I think he loves being the WBC champion right now. And I really do believe that when he says he wants to be undisputed, he really wants it. Now, doing it and wanting it is 2 different things, but I really do believe that he wants to be undisputed champion. So you guys let me know what you think about this, man. I think Wilder go right into his mandatory fight. Let me know what you think. I'm out.